Hello?
Dorian?
Yes?
It's Melinda.
Melinda.
I thought you were expecting my call.
I was. It's just been a long time since we've talked.
My daughter's here.
Yes, I know. Aren't you proud of her? She's really an amazing young woman.
She says she misses me.
Melinda, she has always missed you.
Well, she also said you want me to come to Landview.
I do. That way we can become a family again.
Am I welcome in your home?
How can you even ask such a thing? Kelly is not the only one who has missed you.
Look, the sister you grew up with, she's gone. I'm a whole nother person. I'm on new medication. I'm in therapy. I meditate. I feel stronger than I have in months.
All the more reason for you to come and visit. Your doctor says it could be the next step in your recovery. And you do trust him, don't you?
He thinks that I'm holding something back. Well, it's like we've been putting together a puzzle, and some of the pieces are still missing.
I think that it's that way for a lot of people, and that some mysteries never do get solved.
Kelly wants to know me, and I want her to understand what happened to me, to all of us. Why our family was shattered so many years ago. It's just, I don't understand myself, really, what happened. Dorian, can you help me?
Melinda, I am going to do everything I possibly can to help you. However, I think there's something that you must understand. And that is that although Kelly is a survivor, she's really a very fragile person. So I would like to make this suggestion, please. Do not talk to her about the bad old days. Not until you come here to Landview. And that way, we can all explore together. Does that not seem best?
I don't know. I haven't even decided whether I can leave this place yet. It's been home for so long.
You're very fortunate that you've found sanctuary. For me, the most important thing is my family, and that's not going to be complete without you.
I'll let you know, all right?
Okay. Just as soon as possible, please. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mel.
Did I get the message wrong? Somebody at the office said you called and you wanted me to drop by.
I did. And I do. I have the most marvelous news, and I thought I'd tell you about it over dinner tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't tonight. I've got a prior engagement.
Oh?
At Vicky's.
Mary, we're running late. Are you ready yet?
I am. Oh, my dear. We're off to a homecoming party, not a root canal.
Well, I'm just remembering the last affair that we went to at Dorian Lord's.
But didn't you have fun? I did.
I know. It's because you turned it into a round of group therapy. It must have taken them hours to clean up the blood.
Total balderdash. I was just curious. That's my nature. And the frame of women seemed happy to oblige.
I know. That was the scariest part. So tonight, while we're with the Buchanans, who I think are slightly more civilized, I just...
You mean uptight? Oh, I hope not. But if that's what you want, I will stifle myself.
I would love that. Thank you.
Joey?
Oh, later, Mom.
How much later? Mel and his family will be here in a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
You forgot your welcome home dinner, didn't you?
Would you believe major jet lag? Mom, the party's tonight?
Yes, darling. I reminded you of that just a few hours ago.
I'm really sorry, but I've already made other plans.
Unmake them, sweetie. You're the guest of honor. You can't be a no-show. Come on, don't you realize how much your family has missed you?
Yeah, but so have my friends. Yeah, okay. Okay, I didn't think you'd buy that. So this is what I'll do. I'll go and tell the guys that I will be back later. I can't do it right now, so then I'll come back and have a drink with everybody else.
Oh, well, if you can squeeze us in.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I can handle one drink with my nearest and my dearest.
Jakara, just give RJ a chance to...
I want out of this partnership.
You can't do that.
You can't sign an artist without consulting me first. But you did. This singer you took on, Charlie Patterson, is mobbed up. I don't work with gangsters, protégés of gangsters, or anyone who lies to me.
Now, it's a lot more complicated than that.
I don't think so, Gabe. It's quite simple. This partnership is over.
Are you so self-righteous that you can't even hear me out?
One life.
You said you knew Tommy Gregory's rep.
Yeah. And he's in the music business like Al Capone ran a liquor store.
Right. Well, Blue Jay has a couple of albums moving up the chart. He decides he wants a piece of the action. I say no. Well, he's not about to hear that, so we are on our way to war for a few minutes there. Now, he can put us out of business. You know that. I could hurt him bad. He knows that. But that leaves you and Blue Jay right in the middle. So I cut a deal that lets him back off and save face and brings us a singer. And for that, you want to bust up the partnership.
And why didn't you tell me this up front?
The first time we met, I told you I had connections. They could help us with distribution, get our music into the stores, and you were cool with that. All right, the dirty job that had to be done. Well, this is more of the same. I thought you wanted to be protected from having to know about it.
Oh, so in other words, this is my fault. I wanted you to lie to me.
Like I said, I thought you wanted me to protect you from having to know about these things.
And you were to be the judge of what I should and what I shouldn't know.
Yes. If you're not comfortable with it, it will never happen again.
You got that right. Because I'm dissolving the partnership, so you can start the paperwork. We'll split the profits from the music festival and the CD sales. But Blue Jay reverts to me. You want to sign a baby gangster? Fine. Start your own label.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Rachel.
Have you seen Jakara?
Mm-hmm. And I've been hearing her through the walls. She's in the office with RJ and Gabe. The lady is on a tear.
Why?
Well, I didn't quite get all the details, but I think it has something to do with one of the singers RJ signed.
Well, why would you have a problem with that? Jakara, hey, what's up?
Rachel, I just want to tell you it's been a pleasure working with you. You're good at this. And you've been a wonderful friend. I couldn't have asked for more.
Okay, why does it sound like you're saying goodbye?
Because that's what I'm doing. RJ and I are dissolving the partnership.
You're kidding.
I wish I were.
What happened?
Ask your uncle. And you, Wendy, just so you know, if I had my own place, I'd take you with me.
I'd go with you in a heartbeat, but don't ask me to choose between you and RJ. Are you sure this is it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me get you a drink.
Is there anything I can do?
Look, I love you both. I really do. But right now, what I need is a little space.
Okay, Rachel, you're just dreaming and you're just gonna wake up real soon.
And it's not over yet.
Uncle RJ, What did you do?
Thank you for keeping an open mind.
Okay, well then what happened? Why is your car out walking away?
She's not. Not if I can stop her.
Excuse me?
It's a welcome home party for Joey.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, my, I can't imagine a more loaded situation than you and Joe seated across Vicky's dinner table. So who else is coming?
Mayor and Dorothy.
Oh, so naturally, I wasn't invited. This is Vicky's pathetic attempt to suck up to your family.
Dorian, it may not be about you. It may just be a welcome home party for Joey.
If you believe that, you're naive. And if you don't believe it, you're sarcastic. And either way, you're starting to tick me off.
All right, why don't I just give Vicky a call and ask her if I can bring you along? Yes or no?
Second.
Vicky knows that we're together. She could have invited me, but she didn't. I certainly am not going to beg for a seat at that table. It would be demeaning.
Dorian, I couldn't get out of this even if I wanted to. And I don't want to.
Fine. You go ahead. Have fun. Of course, when the conversation turns around to Dorian bashing, do remember that you're with Vicky's family. And they do tend to be a little bit biased sometimes.
They mess with you. They have me to deal with. So, what are your plans for later?
I'm hoping that you're going to come straight back here and tell me all about it. In the bathtub? Maybe on cushions in front of a fireplace?
At last. A reason for living. What about you? You have good news before I pressed the Vicky button.
Oh, yes. Yes. I talked to my sister Melinda today.
You did?
And here's the marvelous part. I've invited her to come here for a visit.
Oh. All right, you win. I'm amazed. I mean, the last time Melinda came up, she was a real bone of contention.
Something has happened. You see, Kelly went to see her in California. Yes, that's where she flew off to with Ian.
Well, yeah, but do you know why?
Honey, I don't know specifically, but Kelly hasn't seen her mother since she was 9 years old. I guess she felt that it was time. She's with her now.
Have you spoken to Kelly? I mean, how is her mother doing?
She's doing well. From what her doctor said, she's now ready to make the next step and leave the institution. All that safety and security, and so I thought I would offer her kind of a halfway house here, a safe haven.
Honey, that is wonderful, not only for Melinda, but for you.
I hope so. Can we sit down for a minute?
Yeah, come on.
You're not in a big hurry to get to Vicky's or anything, are you? Never mind, I'm sorry. I didn't say that. Okay. I recall that not too long ago you said that you were ready to make a big investment in me. But that you didn't think it would work unless we were completely honest with each other and that there were no secrets.
That's the only way it can work.
I'm finally starting to understand that. And so I want to prove to you and, of course, to Kelly and to Cassie, who also seem to be concerned, that I am not afraid of anything from my past. Okay? Or at least nothing that I can remember. And even if there is, let's say, something, you know, I will work very hard to try and recover it. Okay? So there aren't going to be any dark places. I promise you. And I think with Melinda here, she can help me with that. That is, if she agrees to come.
I hope she does. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have someone back in your life that you thought you lost forever?
Just like you and Dorothy? See, it's my turn to be just as brave as you are.
Champ, you could give us all lessons.
You know what I wish?
What?
People would finally get it. That we're a couple. Yes, I want them to say, yes, 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 Mel and Dorian. They're together. And they will know that if they invite Mel Hayes to a party, that I am going to be right by his side.
I'm sure he will approve.
Who?
The guest of honor, Joey Buchanan.
And the fact that I might not approve of him?
Oh, my dear, would you please get over yourself? Nobody is trying to fix you up. Vicky just thought her son could introduce you to some of his friends. Assuming, of course, you want to get out and meet people, but of course, maybe you don't. Could I ask you something? Have you dated at all since you had the miscarriage?
Of course I have.
Let me rephrase it. Have you been dating anyone seriously?
No.
Well, is that by choice? If it is, I certainly would respect it. Or is it out of fear?
I don't know. I don't think I'm afraid. I think I'm hesitant. Can I be hesitant?
Hesitant makes sense.
It is beginning to drive me crazy. I mean, even when I meet somebody I like, I don't know, I'm paralyzed. Like the other day in an elevator.
Oh, always a promising locale.
There was this amazing guy. I mean, he was really cute and smart and easy to have a conversation with. And then the doors opened up and I had to get out. All I could say was goodbye. I didn't even ask his name.
All right, back up. What was the conversation about?
Italian art of the 15th century. That was his opening line to me. He said I looked like the Madonna del Libro.
He compared you to a Raphael and you let him get away?
Joseph!
Mom, I swear I'll be right back.
You better run. Dinner's not going to wait, honey.
Now, wait a minute. We had an agreement. It was a drink. One drink.
Okay, one drink. If you will swear to me, while you are having that one drink, you will spend some time with Dorothy Hayes.
You got it.
Oh, honey, she is not, as I can tell from the tone of your voice, the nightmare that you think she is. In fact, if you were to introduce her to some of your friends, I think they would probably thank you so you could stop rolling those lovely eyes of yours. Seriously, she's terrific.
Boy, I have been away too long. This isn't about Mel's daughter, is it?
It isn't? Enlighten me.
This is you doing damage control, trying to get my mind off Kelly, because now I know that she's running around with this Ian Armitage person, right? Now, look, Mom, I love you, okay? But I'm okay.
Really? Are you?
Yes. I mean, I'm the one who told Kelly not to wait for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get to the mall where I can be back in time for my party.
Oh, sweetie pie, you look lovely.
Thanks, Mom.
I wish Christian were going to be here.
Yeah, so did I, until I saw the guest list.
What is your problem?
You invited Mel's mother, Dr. Maud.
Uh-huh. I mean, what is wrong with that?
Well, nothing, really, except that, you know, if Chris were here and she started going on and on about sex and your teenager.
Oh, Jessie, please. I just wanted you and Joey to meet Mel's daughter, Dorothy Hayes. Seriously, that was my agenda, okay? We don't even have to mention sex or teenagers having it.
Having what?
Sex. Can we please just drop it?
Wait a minute. Sex? Who's having sex?
Nobody.
Wait, no, just a minute. Look, Jesse, it's okay. Well, it's scary. I mean, for everybody. I mean, for grown-ups. But if we can take it. So if you want to tell us, you know,
Dad,
whatever.
there's nothing to tell. Would you please stop?
Girl, what can I get you?
A gun.
Ooh, one of those days, huh?
One of those lives.
Well, you know, I am a very good listener.
Some other time. Get lost.
I already am.
Okay, then I'm out of here.
I'm sorry, but I'm not letting you walk away.
Said what I had to say to you.
But I didn't. Gabriel was standing right there. I didn't think he needed to hear everything that's been going on between you and me. That we started to have something more than a business relationship.
One dinner, RJ. That's all we had.
And right after that, you sang at the club. Now, who are you singing to?
Well, what does that tell you? Think about it. I was singing the blues like I knew what would happen.
I did what I had to do. If you think that was a mistake, I'm sorry. But don't trash everything we've made together, what we could have in the future.
If I can't trust you, RJ, there's nothing.
Oh.
I took you on as my partner.
And the first time I do something you don't like, it's hit the road, Jack. Because you never believed me when I said I wanted to go legit. I would not hurt you or Blue Jay for the world. I was trying to protect you. Oh, but you don't buy that. You think I just needed a front. That's what Henry thinks. That's what everybody in this town thinks except Rachel. I'm bad to the bone. I was born that way. I'll never change. And you know what that is. That's bull. But I trusted you to see through that. But you're as blind as the rest of them, so I guess you're right. We should call it quits. Because you are not the woman I thought you were.
You all right?
I could use a drink.
Think I'll join you. So, what are we celebrating?
I don't know. My freedom.
Freedom. I thought you were partners with RJ.
Funny. So did I.
I did it. Dorian, what's wrong? You were supposed to have dinner with Mel.
He had other plans. Seems as though Queen Victoria invited him over to Landfair for a party in honor of Prince Joey's homecoming.
Oh. Well, tell you what. I have some news that might just cheer you up. I am no longer working at the Sun. I have resigned, and I'm no longer working for Todd.
So what am I supposed to do? Congratulate you for finally coming to your senses?
Okay. So you are disappointed with Mel, and you are mad at Vicky, but there's something else going on. What is it? Tell me about it.
I talked to Melinda today.
Was it painful?
No, actually, she was quite lucid and really rather touching. But I'm beginning to doubt the wisdom of having asked Kelly to invite her here to come stay with us.
Why? I mean, if you want to control what Kelly asks her, then, I mean, it seems like a smart thing to do to me.
I don't know. Melinda, you see, has questions of her own. She said she wants to make Kelly understand her, understand our family, and she asked for my help.
Well, then, just give it to her, okay? I mean, I still don't understand why everyone is so obsessed with history when there's bigger and more important things to do right now.
My thinking exactly.
I mean, the fact that Star is still living with Todd.
Blair, I promise you that is still my #1 priority. Or I have to figure out how to handle this situation with Melinda.
Then you protect her, unless you want her to end up like my mother. And you make it very clear to Cassie, Kelly, and Mel that whatever happened to you and your sisters is in the past. You cannot change it, so all you can do is let it go.
I wish Mel felt that way.
Dorian, look. I will help you with Mel any way I can. You know that. What?
I just don't know what I would do if Mel ever gave up on me.
Now, why would he do something like that?
Because I am not the easiest person on the planet. And I carry around a lot of assorted baggage. And because Vicky and Clint and Joey are probably filling Mel's head with all sorts of lurid stories about me right now.
Then why are you sitting here?
Come in. It's getting cold outside.
It is.
Welcome. Let me have your coat.
I can't tell you how I have looked forward to this evening.
Well, thank you. So have I.
Thank you.
Darcy, did you start your job today?
No, next week. I can't wait.
Doesn't she have you to thank for that?
Oh, not really, no. They hired her. I didn't. Let's go inside.
Okay.
Good evening, Clint.
Oh, did you?
Mr. Hayes. Hello, ladies.
Clint, I believe you've met my granddaughter, haven't you?
Oh, I have indeed.
And this is our daughter, Jessica.
Hello there, Jessica.
Hi.
As pretty as her mother, right?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And no, you don't get a raise.
Thank you so much.
Mom, I think he was being sincere.
Ah, as perceptive as she is beautiful.
You have a lot to answer for.
Not I. He was like this the day he was born.
May I get you a drink?
I wouldn't mind a drop of Irish whiskey if you have it.
Neither would I. I think I'll just stick to a nice club soda. I'm feeling swollen with virtue.
This isn't your entire clan.
No. In fact, my oldest son, Kevin, has a son of his own who lives with his mother in Texas, and Kevin is visiting them now for a couple of weeks. And his girlfriend, Cassie, was actually going to try and join us tonight, but I think she has a deadline.
Oh, too bad. I was really looking forward to seeing her again.
Yes.
I forgot. You met the Kramers, didn't you?
Oh, an amazing evening.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid... No, actually, I hope that we won't top it. Good.
Ah, the guest of honor?
Yes, it better be if he knows what's good for him. Excuse me. Joey! He'll be right down. I know he will.
Gee, I can't wait. He seems so eager to meet us.
Could you wait until he said hello to eviscerate him?
Dorothy, you missing something?
Yeah, I think I left my bag in the car. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The Madonna del Libro.
This child, ABC November.
You're Joey Buchanan?
You're Dorothy Hayes?
I am, though you keep mistaking me for this Madonna.
Oh, not the singer.
No, I remember. The Raphael painting.
In the elevator.
Is that where it is?
Well, the first time we met. I mean, you know, before.
I remember that, too.
Right.
Oh, my goodness, the man of the hour. And you two have met?
We've said hello.
Really? Oh, good. Well, perhaps you'd like to come in and have just a real quick word with all of us. You know, have your drink, and then you can go. Unfortunately, he can't stay tonight for longer than just a drink.
Actually, I've changed my plans. You do not disappear again. I want to show you something.
Well, why don't you join us when you're ready?
We will.
Oh, good. What have I missed?
Nothing.
I was just telling Clint that I think you people at the Banner have done a bang-up job.
So to speak.
On that series of yours on the teenage pregnancy.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, it's a subject dear to my mother's heart.
Yes, well, I started the first free clinic exclusively for teenagers in the Bronx 30 years ago. Will you ever forget that party?
Never. So, when do we eat?
Soon. I'd like to hear about the party.
Mel still has nightmares about it.
It was my first date with Muriel, and it was almost my last.
Oh.
What happened?
Pitiful.
Well, Mayor had got the place up and running, and she was moving on to something else that would get her in trouble with the cardinal. And her colleagues decided to throw her a farewell party. I made the mistake of showing up with Muriel to pay my respects. We walk in, and the clinic was decorated with what appeared to be balloons, but on closer examination, were not. The cake was festooned with a singular display of birth control devices. I took one look at Muriel's face, and I thought I wanted to sink right into the floor.
Oh, it was a glorious cake.
Yeah, it was
unique. And then everybody started inhaling the helium from
the balloons. Yeah.
And making like Donald Duck.
Yeah, not everyone. You.
Oh.
Right. So, Dad, what do you think about the Eagles' chances next week, huh?
So, is RJ right?
I doubt it. Do you have anything specific in mind?
He said that nobody would give him a break. That he can't shake off his reputation.
Why would he want to? He worked hard enough to get it.
You know that for a fact?
I only know what he did to me, and that was enough.
Can you tell me what that was?
Are you sure you want to get into this? All right, well, let me lay it out for you. RJ was a lot of things, but most of all, he was a loan shark.
Well, that much he told me.
Yeah, and I had a little bit of a gambling problem, ran myself up one hell of a debt, and somehow RJ ended up with my marker. I had a little trouble paying him off, and he came after me.
He threatened you?
Oh, yeah. More than once. The thing is, if I hadn't come up with the money...
You mean he would have hurt you?
He would have killed me.
You're not exaggerating.
I was running scared. That's all I know. So, if you're asking, I think you'd be a lot better off without him.
I know RJ wasn't a saint. He told me about some of the stuff he'd been into. He said, now that's who I used to be. Do you think you can handle that? Well, I thought I could. But this is different. Cold-blooded murder.
Maybe he was bluffing. But it sure didn't feel like it when he was breathing down my neck. Either I came up with the money I owed him, or I was going to die.
Am I stupid, or... I mean, why didn't I pick up on that?
Well, you had a lot invested in that partnership.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did. God, my record company, his club. Am I kidding myself, or wasn't our music festival something?
No, it was great. It was great. You were putting Lambview on the map.
Oh, and it was a kick. I mean, every day, working with somebody like Rachel, she could get me so charged up. And RJ himself, well, I just liked him. I am as dumb as dirt.
No, don't do that to yourself. RJ's a very smooth operator.
Yeah, well, I've done smooth, and I thought I was over that. Well, guess again, Jakara. You know what he said to me? When I asked him why he was really going legit.
Because of you.
Do you guys have a manual?
Oh, women don't?
Doesn't look like it. I believed him. And now I'm wondering, what's up with that? I mean, did I want to be deluded? And why am I telling all of this to a total stranger?
Cheaper than a shrink. I'm not as hard on you as a priest. You don't have to do any penance or anything.
Oh, thank you.
So what now?
I don't know. I thought everything was set. I'd relocated to Landview. I'd made a big commitment to RJ. Blue Jay is just starting to fly. Indigo is hot. And then, bam, now it's all over.
Well, just in case you're interested,
I can always use someone like you here at Rhodey's. And this time, why not throw in with a winner?
Ah, this is what I wanted to show you.
The Madonna del Libro.
The painting itself. I mean, when you see the real thing, it takes your breath away. And Raphael's model, whoever she was, she could have been your double.
I appreciate the flattery, but I still don't see the resemblance.
Oh, well, how about an earlier painting? Let's see. Ah, this mural by Giotto. I mean, there you are again, with the same ghost of a smile. She looks exactly like you. You don't see it?
No. But there's this picture of my grandmother when she was younger, standing like that, in the sun, just knowing something. But what?
That's why Giotto is so amazing. I mean, when you look at his people, you just think they figured it out, whatever it is.
Have you ever been to Assisi to see the Giotto frescoes?
The one of St. Francis? Ah, that basilica was maybe my favorite place in all of Italy. Thank God it survived the earthquake. I would go there every single time I could and get the same room in this crumbling old palazzo with a window overlooking the most beautiful, ancient grove of olive trees. Come on.
Where?
I want to show you something in the kitchen.
What intrigues me is this, that everybody says it cannot be done, and you and Clint are doing it.
Doing what?
Working together, side by side, day after day, long after you got a divorce.
Well, I think Mel can testify to the fact that it's not all roses.
The words knock down, drag out come to mind.
But you always get the job done.
Well, yes, because despite our differences, we are very aware that the work has to come first.
Well, absolutely. The work is sacred.
And beyond that, your relationship.
Is a work in progress.
It's really a remarkable achievement. Two people, divorced, working amicably together without any past sexual issues getting in the way. Do you know, I would just love to interview both of you for my new book. Possible?
Shrimp puff? Oh, excuse me, I'll get that. Dorian.
Hello, Vicky. I hope I'm not intruding.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.